There's a school in Florida that has released a memo to parents warning them about their kids, saying they will have to quarantine at home for 30 days when they get vaccinated. That's what the school is worried about, that they will be vaccinated and that will somehow harm other people. So not just for your first shot, for each shot, it will require you to stay for 30 days at home. Okay, this is Centner Academy. They emailed parents saying, because of the potential impact on other students and our school community, vaccinated students will need to stay home for 30 days post-vaccine for each dose and booster they receive, and may return to school after 30 days as long as the student is healthy and symptom-free. They mean free of symptoms from the vaccine, not free of symptoms of COVID. So this is David Centner, is one of the school's founders. Repeated the debunked claims in a statement of the Washington Post, saying the policy is a precautionary measure based on numerous anecdotal cases that have been in circulation, which is a very fancy multi-syllabic way of saying, oh, I heard things and I'm worried. So I think like you can shed. So like they think that you get the vaccine and then stuff comes off of you and gets other people sick. Not with vaccination, with something else. What? I don't know. We don't know because nobody's gotten sick from this. It's just a nonsensical conspiracy theory that a founder of a school is making into official school policy, Viviana.
Clearly, this is a private school, of course.
Yes.
And anytime you use the word anecdotal in your justification for doing something, you're just already out the window. I'm sorry. This is really sad because they obviously want to prevent children from being vaccinated. And, And I don't think J&J vaccine is approved for children yet, so they have to get a 2-shot vaccine. So 60 days. And
if you ever get a booster, that's 90 days.
And
like you're not even in school anymore.
These private schools are still charging you. They charged people during COVID, during the quarantine. They were still charging their enrollment fees.
Yeah. So here is the added layer of insanity of this. So you might say, well, look, they're taking it. They're being really serious. They're being really cautious. And this is actually what David Centner says. He says the school is not opining as to whether unexplained phenomena have a basis in fact. However, we prefer to err on the side of caution when making decisions that impact the health of the school community. So first of all, they're definitely saying that they think that it's happening. You could do your research on 4chan.
Anecdotally.
But they say it's erring on the side of caution. But are they? Is that consistent with what they've done? Because they discouraged teachers from wearing masks. When state health department officials visited for routine dining inspections, teachers were allegedly told in a WhatsApp group to then put on masks really fast. The school also allegedly provided parents with mask exemption forms for their children. So they're erring on the side of caution, but don't wear masks. And we would really encourage you to have your kids not wear them too. But do watch out for the shedding of the vaccine. That's the thing that will truly get you during this.
Does this school require any other vaccinations?
I don't know. I mean, I know, so did it say that it was in Florida? Yeah, it is in Florida. Okay, because I was gonna say, did I just assume it's in Florida? But my assumption was right, it is in Florida. I mean, basically every state does. So.
Well, some of these private schools don't. A lot of these private schools have their own rules, but I mean, we'll see what happens. It's a sad thing. And a lot of kids are missing school because there are kids getting COVID. And then you gotta miss school. And then you got exposed to a kid, or you just have a cold and you gotta wait 2 days to get a test. So there's kids missing school all over the place. But to require 30 days after each vaccination, that doesn't even make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it applies to them, but Florida has a very long list of vaccines that that kids have to have before they can go to childcare or school. It's a bunch of different things.
So just this one.
But anyway, yeah, but this is it's all BS. It's just conspiracy theories and it's politics. Like, can we skip ahead of the last graphic? Medical freedom for mandated vaccines. That's on their website. Like, this is a stance thing.
I wonder what he feels about being pro-choice, and since he's such about medical freedom, what are his thoughts on abortion?
Well, yeah, that's a good point. But you certainly don't have the choice to get vaccinated and still go to school. It's Florida.
It's Florida.
So many people have died.
It's not just Florida though. This is a very good example of what is happening across the country, because this, it's been difficult to come up with a really fixed plan that every state can follow. And we have, the way this country works, states have a lot of power and they can make their own rules and regulations, and then counties and cities, and everybody's got to weigh in their own health department. So when you have somebody who's literally justifying something this ridiculous on anecdotal, I mean, he could have heard it once and then that's enough reason for him. Yeah. Clearly they want to discourage any vaccine use. They're discouraging mask use. It's very sad.
Check out the Damage Report podcast each day, wherever you get your podcasts, whether Pocket Casts or Stitcher or iTunes. You can join me as I give you the news and stories you want, with a range of co-hosts and interview guests jumping in on the fun each day. Again, that's the Damage Report, wherever you get your podcasts. And if you get them at iTunes, don't forget to rate and review. Sometimes I'll read them live on the show.